we come in to learn certain things, and some of us have to have these really harsh childhoods so that we can have our hearts broken open, so that we can expand the field of our consciousness, and so that we can fill it in with higher expansion, with healed thoughts, healing frequencies, healing the fabric of the universe, as we talked about a couple days ago. When we have heartbreak, and so this comes in so many various forms, right? If you're a little kid, you're just a dude, you show up on the earth, and then your parents are, not wonderful to you, and you're like, you're feeling then heartbroken, right? Why are you feeling heartbroken? Because you just came from a place that knows that this is not the way. That's not the way. You just came from a place of just only pure love. And so then you're thrust back down here to learn what you got to learn, and to evolve how you got to evolve, and to come and to help the people, all the people here, to evolve as well. And you're thrust back down here, and then something's not going right because you're experiencing not love, and you know that it's not right. And this creates all kinds of issues. And then our ego, through self-protection, we need to protect ourselves, we start to push, we start to resist life away, right? We tighten ourselves up, right? When you start to worry about something, what happens? Your body tenses, it tightens up. And when you tense up and when you tighten up, the divine tightens up and it cannot flow to you. But when you're calm, when you're relaxed, think about this, you're in a deep meditation, and you're the most chill you've ever been. And you're just sitting there and you're like, oh yeah, life is so good. Maybe you're not thinking of anything, but you're just sitting there. And this is when that divine flow comes to you, right? You get those ideas, you get those things, you get these amazing things that happen to you. But what happens is we don't, take the time and set aside the time for our spiritual practice. And we must do this. It is the same things as exercise, right? You're like, I want to be connected. I want to be happy. I want to have all these things. It's like, you want to get jacked and go to the gym, but you just don't want to go to the gym. It's the same thing. You have to take the time to have this spiritual practice. You have to do it. And so what happens when we have these thoughts that are there ruminating, or that are there in our mind, and we think of someone and we think of them with disdain, what happens is that this is subconsciously, etherically received by this person. And then they might start to think of you in some kind of negative way. I had this situation many years ago, and I know that there was some woman that was putting this stuff out because she kept popping in my head, and I'm like, why is this lady popping in my head? But I knew that it was, her sending me whatever bad juju kind of stuff. It is received. It is received. This is how you have an intuition and knowing. Let's say you walk into a room, and then all of a sudden the vibe changes. Well, what was going on in there? You intuitively know what was